Babe, if you want fast weight loss and you're on semaglutides, you got to do these 3 things to get the best results. And if you're not on semaglutides, you don't want to take it, you want a natural alternative, I'm going to show you 2 of my favorite natural alternatives that also help with appetite control and actually boost and support your hormones naturally.
Those lovely ladies that are new here, what's up? I'm Natasha.
And I'm Brian.
I was a former single mom with 4 kids, went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss. If you're interested in learning more about dating and relationships and feeling good in your body again, I'm talking your hormones, your nervous system, all that.
Click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos and content.
I worked as an RN for years in internal medicine before becoming certified in hormone coaching. I had 4 babies in 5 years, true story, and I had my own experience becoming completely emaciated a few years ago, not because of these medications, but because I was nursing my late husband who was going through colon cancer treatments, and I was stressed out of my mind, and I lost a lot of weight really quickly, and it made me look really, really old. I had to rebuild my muscle and get my life back together, so let's just say this is my superpower. Helping women with weight loss, getting their hormones back on track, and most importantly, getting your life back on track. Because let's just face it, the weight, the excess weight, the relationship issues, all the stress in your life are just symptoms. So this is my specialty. I have clients that are on these medications, and I have clients that are not on these medications and are using natural alternatives. So that's why I'm like, girl, you're grown, you've done your research. This video is not about telling you about the side effects. You've already made your decision. Always have to look at the risk and reward with each person. So I will never sit here and judge anybody. I don't know your situation. My job and this channel and what I do with my clients is I just help educate you the best you can and give you tools so you can get the best results based on your unique situation, babe. So let's jump into it. First thing you have to do if you're on these medications so you don't get that sunken face, babe, is we need to prevent muscle wasting. And we're gonna do that by increasing your protein intake. I'm sure your doctor's told you this before, but it is so important, babe, to prevent muscle wasting. And how you're gonna do that is every time you eat, try to aim for 30 grams of protein. A good source of protein, okay? And you wanna hit 30 grams because that's gonna stimulate MPS, muscle protein synthesis, because we want to stimulate that muscle growth. What I do with my girls, because if you're a busy mama, you got kids, you're running businesses, you know, you're a boss babe, you're running around all that time, you know, you're a taxi driver for your kids, whatever you're doing right now, I already know for a fact that getting protein in is a challenge for you. So what I get my girls to do is like, you know what, just aim for 30, 40 grams of protein every time you eat, like 3 times a day. It's still under the protein intake that you want to be having, but at least it's better than nothing. And it's probably more than you're already having. And then you want to try to aim for 1 gram of protein per ideal pound of weight. So for example, my ideal weight where I'm feeling the healthiest, where I'm in this photo, 150 pounds. So I'm always aiming for around 150 grams of protein. Do I hit that every day? Absolutely not. But do I get close to it? Yeah, I just build it into my routine. So every time you're eating, you're focusing on protein. The other thing with your nutrition, babe, because you're not eating a lot of food, and you're in a caloric deficit, you're not getting as much nutrients, which is so important for your hormones. So that's what I care about more than anything are your hormones. So you gotta make sure you're getting enough magnesium, you're getting enough vitamin D, you're getting enough B vitamins, zinc, babe, because trust me, if you lose a bunch of weight but your hormones are a mess, you're not gonna feel good at all. It's gonna age you faster, you're gonna have worse perimenopause symptoms. So these medications work on a hormone called GLP-1. GLP-1 does a couple of things. One, it helps balance out your blood sugar levels and it helps you feel full. It actually works on your enteric nervous system in your gut and also in your brain to tell your body that you're full. That sounds great and that's why you're losing weight, but what tends to happen is you're just not eating as much. And when you're not eating as much, one, you know, we can have the hormone issues because of the lack of nutrients, like I just mentioned. And the other thing is you can become constipated or nauseous. So it's so important, babe, that you're taking care of your gut health. Now, I'm a big fan of doing things like increasing your fiber intake. You want to have about 35 grams of fiber per day or a really good alternative to that. You want to make sure you're hydrated. You want to make sure you're moving, which brings me to my next point, which is you need to have a workout plan. Like, babe, this is just a non-negotiable. You will look so saggy and so old if you don't actually pick up a weight. Now, going for walks is great for your mental health and, you know, help you feel really good. It's better than nothing. But if you're on these medications, you have to do some sort of resistance training to stimulate muscle growth. So for muscles to grow, you need to have the nutrients, the protein, and you need to have actual physical stimulation. It's kind of like your bones. Bones atrophy without stimulation, not because of lack of calcium, but that's another story. Wait, stay on track, Natasha. You need to do some sort of body movement with resistance multiple times a week, babe, okay? So I don't care if you're doing boot camp, you're lifting weights at the gym, you are doing a home workout program. I have workout programs for my girls that they can do at home or at the gym, but I just want you to do something. Please don't hurt yourself, okay? But you literally can reshape your whole body, babe, just from lifting weights and eating properly. So point number 3, which is so important, and when I do talk to ladies, they're like, I just want to be on this medication to give me kind of like a kickstart. And then I'll start to feel better, and then I'll start to make better choices, you know, lifestyle choices, which is okay. If that's what you think you need, babe, go for it. But you need to have some sort of personal development plan. You need to have some sort of personal development plan. Babe, I've been coaching women for years. I deeply, deeply understand that the weight is just a symptom. There's stuff you're holding on to emotionally. There's stress in your life you haven't let go of. There's unforgiveness, there's shame. There's something there that you need to let go of. Lifestyle changes, maybe toxic relationships. There's something there. Even just lack of self-worth and lack of self-love. You know, I help my girls make hot girl decisions, like hot girl habits, where they're actually starting to take care of their body. They're starting to protect their energy. They're starting to practice healthy boundaries. I'm not gonna get into all that in this video. This is something I specialize in the Feminine Energy Academy, where we do lots of nervous system and subconscious reprogramming. So you really can step into that new identity. But even if you're not doing that, babe, you have to find something that's going to actually shift your identity and shift your behaviors. Otherwise, you will stay in the same vicious pattern over and over and over again. You'll be still yo-yo dieting, or you'll be on these medications forever, which you do not want to be on. Or as soon as you stop the medications, all the weight's just going to come back. Okay, so have a plan of action that's really going to shift your behavior so you can actually love your life again. All right, babe? So for my ladies that are not on these medications, or they're looking for an alternative to something that can help boost your GLP-1 naturally without any side effects, I have 2 things that work so well, that are well researched to help boost your GLP levels naturally without any side effects. And this is something that I do, and I also have my family on. My husband, he's lost a bunch of weight, and a lot of my clients are in the same position as well. There's 2 things. Okay, so the first one is incorporating yerba mate. Even Dr. Ben Bickman and Dr. Huberman talk a lot about the research behind yerba mate naturally boosting GLP-1 without any of the side effects. So you still get the benefit of feeling full, and you still have the benefits of balancing your blood sugar levels, and you still have the benefit of just feeling satiated sooner. So that's great. Plus it increases your energy. So this is what I have every single morning, especially if you're looking for a coffee alternative, but you still want a little bit of that caffeine kick without damaging your hormones. The yerba mate is amazing. Now I know if you go Google it, there's some fear around smoky yerba mates causing cancer. Not all yerba mates are built the same. I personally have a very purified, potent form of yerba mate. It's called Unimate. I'll leave the link below for you girls to have, or guys, or whoever's watching this. It is a game changer. It's helped me so much. I've actually gotten off of my ADD medications as well, just taking this. And like I said, my whole family's on it as well. The second thing that will naturally boost your GLP, actually I should say it like this, what will tank your GLP-1 significantly is high cortisol levels. You might have seen my last video on how to lose cortisol belly. If you have a lot of stress in your life and you just got a lot of hormone and belly fat, cortisol is your stress hormone, and that, you know, cortisol is not a bad thing, but if you have it chronically, like too long, that's when it can cause a lot of hormone damage. It can cause a lot of hormone imbalances. It can tank your progesterone levels. It can cause you to store belly fat, can cause the emotional eating. So, and also here's a big thing, is it tanks your GLP-1. What we gotta do, like I do, and I help my ladies in my 90-day cortisol detox and weight loss program, is we help balance out your cortisol levels again. And it's actually not as hard as you think it is. It sounds super complicated, but it's not. It's literally de-stressing your nervous system, de-stressing your emotions, de-stressing your hormones. And it's so crazy because I have so many women in my programs over the years that have gotten their menstrual cycles back, that have gotten pregnant, that have lost all their perimenopause symptoms, have lost their belly fat, just from doing some of these simple things that I teach my girls. So once again, naturally, to boost your GLP-1 levels, try some yerba mate. And the second thing is you need to have a really good plan to lower your cortisol levels in your life, or at least stabilize your cortisol levels. Lower that stress. Okay, babe? Let me know in the comments, are you on these medications? Are you not? What are your thoughts on it? We would love to hear your stories in a non-judgmental way for the ladies in this community. Okay, and if you have any other questions, drop in the comments. I'll also leave the link below to my Feminine Energy Academy, where I have a 90-day weight loss and cortisol detox program that specializes in helping women lose the hormone belly naturally, because we do a lot of inner healing and nervous system re-regulating. We do subconscious reprogramming. I'm not into calorie counting. I'm not into restrictive diets because none of those things work. I'm into your hormones and giving your body what it needs and your emotions what they need. And I also have a perimenopause weight loss program there as well. And I also have programs to help you increase your protein, your fiber, and workouts to help increase your muscle on your body, especially if you're on these medications. So I have it all in one place. I'll put the link below, but let me know if you girls have any more questions. And once again, I love you.